Thank you very much, Auntie Eugenia. Well, where am I to start from? It seems I'm the one in the uniform today, but like it was said, generals never retired. Every general that is here has the uniform deep down inside. For me, it's a privilege to be here today with the wonderful personalities here. Shows the love, the respect we have for General Rabo for putting this book in. Please permit me to stand on the already established protocol because time, I think, has already gone so far. It gives me great honor and profound joy to stand before you on this special occasion, being the launching of the book titled Scars, Nigeria's Journey and the Boko Haram Conundrum. The author, General Lucky Elonye Onyenuche Rabo, not retired, our immediate past Chief of Defense Staff, and an icon of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. Today is significant as it also marks the celebration of General Rabo's 60th birthday, a milestone that reflects not only the grace of God, but also a lifetime of service, sacrifice, and enduring patriotism. General Rabo is a soldier's soldier. His name resonates with courage, discipline, intellect, and integrity. We say thank you, sir. I stand here today not only as his successor, but also as one who has benefited immensely from his towering example, steady mentorship, and inspiring leadership. His footprints across our nation's military history remain indelible, particularly in the fight against insurgency and terrorism. And this book is what we're going to use as our précis. I had the privilege of also being the theater commander when he left years later. I was there for about 19 months. And the book captures everything that's going on, everything that has been wrong, and the solutions that are required to move forward. So it is for us as a nation to look at this clearly, faithfully, truthfully, in order to find solution to what is going on. And as it has been said, it is not only a military solution. From my experience, the military solution is just about 25-30% of the solution. General Mongunu was here and he spoke about national cohesion. As long as we don't love ourselves as Nigerians, or we don't look at ourselves as our brothers' keepers, this will continue. If we want this to end, we must learn to live together as brothers and sisters. And it is not magic, it must be deliberate. Countries have evolved over time because they've looked at it and realized, we have seen countries like Singapore, with all the challenges they had, they stood and said, look, it's either we stand and die or we walk and develop, and they have walked and they have developed. If we want to move forward, we must deliberately, consciously make Nigeria great. No one else will do it. I'm sure we remember not long ago, some people have prophesied that by 2015, Nigeria was going to disintegrate. It's not just a mere say. They had what they were looking for. And I'm sure they're surprised that Nigeria is still standing strong. It shows the resilience of us as Nigerians. But we must go further than that. Boko Haram can be defeated. It is a whole of society approach to the solution. It's not a one-off thing. Like I said, it must be deliberate. Where we got to where we are today, when it started, it should have been nipped in the bud. Asymmetric warfare is a different kind of warfare to conventional kind of warfare. Conventional, you are dealing with states. Asymmetric warfare, the enemy is within. It could be your brother, it could be your father, your mother. The enemy is within. And identifying him is one aspect. And because they are dealing with ideology, it's not written on the forehead, it's within his mind. So you must find solution to the mindset of the people that are doing these things. And also look outward, because there are also people from the outside that are ready to ensure that they continue to succeed and the country continues to fail. We must not allow them succeed. And I'm sure working together, we will continue to win. His footprints across our nation's military history remain indelible, particularly in the fight against insurgency and terrorism. Even in retirement, he has continued to add his quota to solving the security challenges facing us as a country. His contribution is obvious in the launch of all this important book today. We just had the African Chief of Defense Staff Conference, and he was there to bring his vast knowledge and experience to bear. And I can tell you it made a lot of difference, because all the chiefs of defense staffs that came, over 32 of them from African countries, knew that we as Africans need to take the challenges, need to take what is going on our own without having to wait or rely on any other person from somewhere to do that for us. It's on this note that I will also be giving some of my views on the way forward for national security in Nigeria. As we're aware, the security challenges across our country today is multifaceted and dynamic. Therefore, our national security approach must be dynamic and inclusive, engaging all sectors of society through a whole of society strategy. The current view of national security being strictly a responsibility of the security agencies need to be readdressed. We also need to strengthen our institutions such as the judiciary to speed up the process of bringing culprits to book. Furthermore, the capacity of all security agencies must be persistently enhanced to ensure that they all play their statutory roles professionally and diligently. The family institution is also critical to the national security of our nation. The failure of the family values is also affecting what is going on in the country as we speak today. We must therefore ensure that the national security starts with the family, because it's the unit of every community. This can only be achieved through a deliberate, sustained national orientation strategy with focus on educational programs across all strata of learning. Community engagement with local communities to build trust and help gather necessary intelligence is also very necessary. While in Maiduguri, that was the approach we took. We made everybody in the Northeast to understand that for us to win, everyone has a role to play. If you're a market woman, if you're working at the motor park, if you're a church leader or in the mosque, you have a role to play. And working together, we were able to succeed. This can only be achieved through the deliberate, sustained national orientation strategy with focus on educational programs that call all strata of learning, community engagement with local communities to build trust and help gather intelligence is also very necessary. Such cooperation builds a sense of togetherness and facilitates patriotism from the grassroots. The integration of technology is also vital to national security, as leveraging technology will enhance security surveillance and response, particularly due to our large landmass and population. Our borders, as we understand, very porous, over 4,000 kilometers, 1,500 kilometers border with Niger Republic. Part of our main issues that we are having. Also important and necessary is regional cooperation and collaboration, because we can't do it alone. The multinational joint task force is working seriously. We need to enhance the capacity as well as the joint operations. The multinational director in charge remains a successful model for collective action against insurgents exploiting porous frontiers due to the effect of the worsening security situation in the Sahel, climate change effects. Lastly, and most importantly, we must all collectively address the root causes of insecurity, such as poverty, unemployment, and lack of education. We must also ensure that citizens do not feel voiceless, helpless, or marginalized. By working together with the government agencies, civil society, and international partners, we can build a safer and more prosperous Nigeria. With those brief views, I want to once again congratulate General Rabo on the launch of this wonderful piece of literature and celebrate him at 60. Let us draw inspiration from his journey, as his life reflects discipline, humility, courage, and unwavering faith in Nigeria. He has demonstrated that leadership is not only about self and personal gain, but about service and leaving behind legacies that uplift others. Those legacies are what we are following. I want to take this advantage to also talk to Nigerians that the armed forces of Nigeria is committed to ensuring that Nigeria is secured and is safe. And we're doing everything possible within the means available to ensure that we achieve that. And then I assure you, working together as a team, as Nigerians, hand in hand, we will defeat this enemy. But we need your support. And I can tell you as we speak, we have thousands of your troops in the trenches, in the jungles, up the mountains, working 24 hours to ensure that nothing happens to us. And I think they deserve some commendation. On behalf of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, I extend warm congratulations to you, sir, on this milestone birthday, and deep appreciation for your continued contributions to our nation. You have fought gallantly, led wisely, and written your name in the chronicle of Nigerians' history. We are proud to celebrate you. May God grant you a long life, good health, and continued relevance in serving our great nation, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Happy birthday, sir, and congratulations on the successful launch of your book. Thank you, and God bless you.